story between the two of you. Okay, well, I could go on all night, as you can probably tell, but that's not the main point of tonight. The main point of the new news and of tonight is to give the audience an opportunity to think and talk about journalism. We have some roving microphones, I'm pretty sure. I can't actually see. Yes, we do have 2 roving microphones. Please wait for them to come to you if you answer the question, otherwise you're really just talking to yourself. And please also make it questions, not speeches or statements. I will close you down.
I'll take that as
a speech or a statement. Indeed, I'm not Tony Jones, I'm afraid. Okay, so the microphones will find, yes, go ahead.
Thank you very much to the Wheeler Centre and the organisers for tonight, and Michelle, and the presentation this evening. Michelle, you're very lucky you're not a Republican politician. I noticed you took a couple of sips of water during your speech. The ABC back in 2013 ridiculed Marco Rubio for taking a couple of sips of water while he was drinking some water.
Well, anyone can be free to ridicule me, it's fine.
Well, I'm not ridiculing you. The ABC TV has been my main source of news and current affairs for most of the last 50 years. But I now feel your news programs are largely just filtered, biased propaganda for preferred leftist narratives like same-sex marriage, refugees, identity politics and many others, while opposing views and other topics never get a look in. Can I get you to respond in respect of 2 issues in particular? First, this week alone, there have been at least 3 national news reports on the ABC featuring named spokespeople from Labor-aligned law firm Maurice Blackburn, on top of many other examples earlier this year. And in addition, every Friday on John Fane's Friday Wrap, he introduces one of the panellists as Liberty Sanger from Labor law firm Maurice Blackburn. Why is this continual named promotion by the ABC of a Labor-aligned commercial law firm allowed to continue?
I'm going to stop you there, sir, to allow Michelle to answer and also allow time for other questions.
Isn't that disclosure? You know, look, again, I don't want to get into kind of chapter and verse. My sense is, and I believe this very strongly, that the way in which, any particular program or presenter is perceived, in terms of bias is very much in the eye of the beholder. The number of times I will, get emails from people, watching exactly the same program and say, that person is incredibly left-wing. How dare they, ask that question of Bill Shorten? Of Malcolm Turnbull. And then I'll have the same person say, how dare that person have asked that difficult question? And so I literally see it sort of time after time where the same program is viewed by 2 different lenses. And we don't always get it right. I mean, I admit we don't always get it right, but we really mostly, we overwhelmingly are unbiased, completely focused on our editorial policy of making sure that we are independent. And I also believe you can't judge, a sort of a 15-second vignette here and a 15-second vignette there across the fact that we have 50 live microphones on at any given point in time, across radio, across television, and across all of our digital outlets. Okay. So I'm afraid I can't agree with your...
We have another question here.
With your comment.